Alright, so let's continue studying this impossible to draw endgame. This is the part 2 of our video. The part 1, we discussed the idea of this king going to e6, attacking the f6 pawn, hoping for the, stalemate pattern. Hold on, let me just get the queen. This is the stalemate pattern for this kind of position. Queen versus bishop and pawn. However, in this kind of position, it will not work. Unfortunately for white. So this is white to move and draw. Also, I had a video. I challenged the hand to draw this one. Unfortunately, he failed. He actually moved here, king to e4, and then after the king c6 opposition, okay, another opposition by the black, king e4, king c5. As you can see, the black king is trying to oppose and cut the square of the white king using the L pattern. And of course, the king cannot go here. Another L pattern. And if white will try to go here, king will just oppose and will be captured. If white will go here, same thing, opposition, and force captures, and obviously a win for black. Now, how to draw this kinda impossible to draw chess endgame? Two connected pawns for black against one, and if you will attack this one, still a lose for white. So how to draw this one? Earlier, I showed you the hand in one of my videos. Move king to e4, also to c4, and met by the opposition. In this scenario, you have to oppose the black king diagonally. King to d4. Maybe you think, I will sacrifice this g pawn and then we'll capture this one. And obviously, black will have the f6 pawn to be promoted. But let's see if that would work. So after king d4, let's try to go here. You only have to do is oppose. King d, oppose. How about moving here? Oppose. So you will not leave the opportunity to oppose the black king, and every time. So you have to go back, oppose. So let's go back. So after king d4, how about king to b5? All I have to do once again is to oppose. If we'll go here, oppose, oppose. So let's get the chance to push this g pawn. How about let's try to move somewhere. After the king d4, king to b5, move here, king, king. Let's try to move here now. So g5, you all have to do is to attack the pawn. g3, move here, capture, and now oppose. The black king is now opposing the white king. What will you do? King to g4 or king to move here? Let's see. g4, oppose, king to g3, capture, and king to f3. In this position, white is now drawing the game. You may say that, well, if I'm the black player here, I could win the black here. Unfortunately, this is a principled or book line draw. So let's continue. King to g5, we will now oppose. And this is the pattern that I've discussed in my previous video, where if the king and the pawn is in the same rank, white has to keep opposing the black king. If the black king is at the back or following the pawn, you will not leave these two squares. So let's continue. Let's not put the black king here because you can just push the pawn. But after pushing the pawn, you can see now the black king is at the back of the pawn, following the pawn. You will not leave this place. Same rank, right beside the pawn, opposition, push, at the back of the pawn, move here, you will not leave here, and that is still mate. Because, for example, after moving here, and you go here without the king, right beside the pawn, the black king will just oppose the white king and sorry lose for white because you cannot go here or here. You have to go up and a win for black. So every time the king is at the back of the pawn, don't leave these two squares. You will only go here or here once the king is over here. For example, here, oppose. Let's go back here. Here, oppose. Because once the black piece pushes the pawn, well, you only have to do is to go here, and that is still mate.